Commercial cooperation between China and Arab countries is deepening, showing great potential and values involving energy, trade, and high-tech cooperation. This means more chances to sit down at the negotiating table. But when it comes to cross-border deals, things can be tricky, not only because of language or travel, but also cultural differences that affect how we communicate and negotiate. So today, I will break down some key findings of Arab country and advice to negotiation. Element of culture. Culture is the unique characteristics of a social group, consisting of value, attitude, norm, and behavior shared by the group. Value. About 95% of people in this group are Muslims, so most of them values are influenced by the Muslim religion's belief, such as kindness, honesty. And their family backgrounds or social classes impact their status rather than personal achievement. So they have strong sense of loyalty to families. People prioritize their families and larger group goals over their own. About honor and faces. Honor matters a lot, especially family honor. They consider female chastities represent family honor. And killing of female relatives to protect family honors is called honor criminal. There are no cases of negative punishment on honor criminal in laws, indicates the recognition of this value by societies. Norm. About diet. The diet follows the halal guidelines, so no pork or alcohol. When eating together, it's important to respect and aware these restrictions. In public, men and women usually don't interact much, especially in more conservative countries. So avoid physical contact or long-term direct eye contact with women just to be respectful. About dress code. They have special traditional clothing, but influenced by modern culture, suits are common in business setting. Just remember to dress conservatively, nothing too revealing. Attitude. About time. Arab is less strict schedule. Meeting emphasizes the development and maintaining of relationship rather than following schedule. They are relationship-oriented. They care about long-term and willing to give up short-term gains for long-term relationship and success. Authority and hierarchy is important. They have a strong respect for authority. It was called high-power distance culture. They are willing to listen to the authoritative decisions. Behavior. About language. They often speak in loud, passionate ways. What may sound aggressive, however, it shows sincerity and strength. Quiet speech, on the other hand, can come across as weak or even sneaky. They also tend to indirect, so instead of saying no, they may say, "I will think about it." About nonverbal communication. Gestures are big deals. Something that seems normal to us may seem something totally different there. For example, press the fingertips together means patience, while it means totally different in Italia. Based on that, there is action advice. First, be aware of religious or social etiquette. Bring appropriate business suit to getting good impression and avoid revealing styles. Cover shoulder and knees. Comfort diet requirement before meeting. Let host guide the dining choice. Match the negotiation gender if possible. It is convenience to establish relationship and also reduce conflicts in contact between the opposite sexes. Secondly, they are relationship-oriented business, so building trust by gift or pre-meeting would be helpful. Treat meeting as social events. Don't be rushed to push the schedule. Discuss families, hobbies, or cultural interest to draw closer relationship during small talk. Third, their family collectivism. So remember, proposals affecting families or communities are risky. Frame your proposal as shared benefits. Loyalty is important. Highlight long-term gains for their group, not just individual interests. About their communication styles. About language, remember their two features, repetition and indirections. They believe their reputation is important and sincere, so try to eliminate. Their high-contact cultures has little information in their message itself, so not only pay attention to what they say, but also the context and their movement, especially when they don't directly accept or reject. Nonverbal also important. If you don't fully understand the topic regarding to gesture and physical contact, minimize gesture, maintaining respectful distance, avoid active contact. So there we are, cross-cultural action plan. In Arab country, relationship more important than business, so build relationship in advance is one of the most important thing you can do. Before negotiation, I call it preparation. Try to establish contact before the actual meetings, send a message or gift to introduce yourself, or even meeting socially if you have chance. Planning meeting time to be flexible. Their business cultures views meeting as social activities, so it's normal that meeting to be interrupted by phone call or visitors. Estimate addition time. Differentiation. When meetings start, we don't expect things to be super formal or structured. Remember, treat the early meeting more like social gatherings. It's a chance to talk, get to know each other. Focusing on finding common ground, try not to push the agenda too hard. Use their communication style, a little repetitive, and not too direct. If the conversation drifts, just be patient. Go with the flow, and don't take it as a sign of disrespect. And most important, understand that the first few meetings may not lead to deals, and that's okay. Treat that planting a seed for the relationship that will grow into something more later. If you finally get to discussing proposal, keep their cultural value in mind. They are more concerned with long-term relationship and groups rather than short-term profit and itself. So instead of focusing on the financial wins, show how you offer support corporations' growth and win-win. Watching out for more indirect response. If someone says, "We will think about it," don't push for clear answer on that spot. Offer alternatives and looking for signs of interest or hesitate. Also, if your proposal may affect their families or teams, be extremely sensitive. Avoid anything could hurt their reputations or group interest. Exchange. In the final stage, hierarchy plays a big role. Decisions are also made by someone on the top. So if you can refer to a respectful authorities, that can help to moving things forward, especially when the negotiation reaching the impasse. One last thing, don't make them feel like they have lost. Even if the deals favor your side, keep your tongue humble. Let them save face. It's crucial for keeping the relationship strong and open for future opportunities. Conclusion. To sum up, negotiation with Arab parties requires respect for their values, adapt to their communication styles, and patience to build trust. By aligning your approach with their collectivism mindset and long-term orientations, you will translate cultural differences into competitive advantages. Remember, relationships are fundamental, deals follow.